Bola Ige's murder. I'll be delighted to go to court to provide details. Wole Soyinka. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. Soyinka made his position known while speaking on Thursday at a media interaction in Lagos titled, "Forget the past, fulfill the future, a nation sitting from humanity." Nobel laureate Prof. Wole Soyinka says he is willing to be involved in legal proceedings to unravel the killers of a former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Chief Bola Ige. Soyinka made this position known while speaking on Thursday at a media interaction in Lagos titled, "Forget the past, fulfill the future, a nation sitting from humanity." The literary icon who decried the insecurity challenge in the country called on the government to rescue the investigation to resume the investigation into the Bola Ige's murder, saying, "I asked the APC leadership to have a rethink because the issue will not go away." On Saturday, Soyinka queried President Muhammad Buhari's sincerity to relaunch an investigation into Ige's murder following the appointment of a prime suspect in the case, Iyola Omishore, as the National Secretary of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC. According to Soyinka, Omishore's latest appointment and acceptance by Buhari is a major setback in the pursuance of justice in Ige's murder. He then said, "Barely 3 months have passed since the 20th anniversary of the murder of the late Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Bola Ige, an occasion that I utilized to remind President Muhammad Buhari of a subsequent election pledge. That pledge was to reopen the files on the spate of unsolved political assassination that have plagued the nation in recent decades. Prominent among these cases was that of the Minister of Justice, murdered on his way to take up a prestigious position with the United Nations. Presidential response was swift. Buhari ordered the Inspector General of Police to reopen those files and resume investigations. The nation has patiently awaited even a hint of work in progress. Most, I am certain, expects no less than a revolution of a prior investigation report. None, to my knowledge, has attempted to rush the Chief of Police and his team into judgment. We all take solace in the knowledge that the wheels of justice grind slowly, but they arrive. Eventually, Ige was murdered on December 23, 2001 in Ibadan, Oyo State. Omishore, alongside some persons, were arrested and tried for his involvement in his killing. None ever faced any sentence as they were all acquitted. Reacting, Omishore instructed his lawyer to write the elder statesman demanding a retraction of her comments. However, during the press interaction on Thursday, Soyinka insisted that Omishore should not have been made the secretary of the ruling party. That doesn't mean you were responsible for the person's death, but certain actions led to other actions. We're talking of the party of those in charge of the governance and justice of this country. The leadership of the All Progressive Congress and I am not talking about Buhari alone. Do you have to unleash scorpions on our memory? It is not Soyinka who provided this. It is those who are insensitive, who rub that murder in our faces. I'll be so delighted to go to court so that we can go into details, Soyinka said. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana promised to provide legal assistance to Soyinka if a litigation was opened against him. Falana noted, "If you're sued, we will present you free of charge because you are talking on a public issue." The lawyer added that there are several other cases of human rights abuses that go unpunished in Nigeria, as he noted that he was not only demanding answers with regards to Bola Ige's death, but other named and unnamed Nigerians who had been victims are entitled to justice. Now, Soyinka, Mr. or Prof, Omo, since I heard that you actually did something to ask the previous governance of the administration, I've been asking myself, is that why you've been quiet over some things? And all of a sudden, it's like people start dragging because I heard that Reno Omokri read an article where Reno said you actually acted and you removed the ruling administration of Goodluck Jonathan, and that you spoke against it, and you were also the chief campaigner of Buhari's government then. So they said he actually was the chief campaigner, and I'm asking myself, wow, And as that revelation came, people dragged him on social media. People dragged him a lot. You're wondering, does it mean that dragging has really woken him up from his slumber? And is that remembering things he has supposed to have been saying against or about this particular governance? I am trying to, ask myself if, it is true or not. Yes, political assassinations, since it was one of the promises of the government, it should be fulfilled. They should treat any case, murder, or those who are even illegally arrested. I won't be surprised to hear that somebody who was not even a criminal was arrested during that 2001, and the person is still in detention without trial till now. I won't be surprised. So these are things they should look into when they come in, so that at least you start to say, if you want to talk about somebody, okay, this man even did this, and he did that, and he tried, and he did this. It's going to be an applaudissee for the person. It's going to be an applaudissee for the person. Okay. But whereby you come into government, whatever you say you will do, you do not do. You don't even do. You promise 5 things, you don't even do 1. Then there is a problem. There is indeed a problem. There is a problem. Now, Soyinka is even, Professor Soyinka said he's even, if he wants to go to court, he can go to court, And again, somebody is backing him up. So I feel he has come out to say this. I'm not supporting anyone. The government should come and answer their call. After all, he was once upon a time their member. That is just it. So hopefully, Professor Soyinka, he tells us the truth and nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth and nothing but the truth. The government should do the needful. They say the promise is a debt, so they should try and pay the debt out. They ought to have paid their debts, and at the end of the day, so that when they look, and I've said it several before, let me do really little. The APC have a better chance to retain this particular country. This is because they crashed into, how am I going to put it? They're actually in government now. There is no time to waste time. Everything they need is actually with them. They can box, they can do anything, because after here, I don't see them coming in. Coming in to convince will be hard. It is better you're actually in detention and you offer in such a way, how am I going to put it now? You're still in administration and you offer your services, you serve the nation in such a capacity that your party, whenever people hear of it, it is going to be proud. But alas, the reverse is the case. On this note, we've come to the end of the news to say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come here next time, enjoy the rest of your day.